only 3 people are starting on the soft. That's Embassy, Rifle, and Mason. Looks like these 3 have picked the right strategy here. Because they've done the effective alternative strategy, as you said.
It's exactly what I said. Everyone goes, oh yeah, alternate strategy time. And the alternate strategy becomes the main strategy. And the main strategy becomes the alternate strategy.
5 red lights. And they're off. See what happens. Looks like good starts all around. Oh, bad start there on the first row. With 3 RLC guys getting past, 4 RLC guys getting past.
Light blue wave, isn't it? It's a light blue wave at the moment. Jimmy's gone.
The timing tower is already fucked.
Numinami's still leading though.
He is, but Genji has dropped from P2 to P10. That's a position drop of 8 after 3 corners.
Yeah, I saw him have a shocker at the start, and the RLC guys are all over Numinami. They want that. They want that arse.
They really do.
Ooh, squeezed out is Boneless Cheese. He's trying to go down the inside of KLM. KLM. That's 4 KLMs there. But they're still side by side.
Oh. Kieran, what are you doing?
That was on our guy. That was 100% on our guy.
This guy, he has a motto. It's kill or be killed. But he's too shit to execute it and always dies himself.
Did you see Briss in there? He actually let Boneless pass. That's some brilliant teamwork. He didn't want to slow him down.
Yes.
And he's right on the arcade. He's going to get a wicked exit here as well.
Oh.
If he doesn't lose it.
Oh, nearly dies.
Iceman is on the inside of T. Burlington for P6 here. They're going side by side into, what's this corner called? Oh, and Iceman pushes Bird wide. Yeah.
Martin, they touched.
They touched.
And down the inside is Boneless Cheese. They are doing it again between Boneless and KLM.
They are fighting hard.
Is Numinami out? Has he just dropped down, or am I seeing some crazy stuff here?
No, it's the server.
Yeah,
the server.
See, this is what I have to deal with, boys.
The timing tower. Why you like this?
Soft versus medium. It's definitely going to be a move for the lead as Embassy goes around the outside of Numi. They're going side by side and making contact, but Embassy go around the outside. Oh, he is there as well.
One part of this.
They boxed him in. I thought Embassy slowed down there a bit. They did like a police boxing formation sort of thing.
Oh, boys, you're side by side. Watch out.
I'm scared for the both of you right now.
Oh, around the outside.
Is there what? You got a penalty or a warning for that, but I'll take it.
Oh, that was beautiful. Honestly, that was such a nice overtake.
Genji is pitting. Genji is in the pits. He can't deal with the damage.
The damage. Yeah.
I say that as
Three wide.
Hits Boneless off the track, and Carlo goes for the move on both of them.
Yeah.
Guys.
Ooh. Don't. Oh, he stayed behind. Yeah.
That was so tight.
Jenna
nearly forced his teammate off the track.
This is the real rice field. I'm literally sitting there talking about team play, and you got 2 of the ERS guys being like, "No, we don't do that shit. We don't do that."
Jedi stationary. He's out of ERS.
And Boneless sends him
out of ERS.
And Boneless
is
sends him.
like, "I'll have that back, son."
Yeah.
And he's in the pits.
And he pits.
What?
Does he have damage?
And Shares has spun. Shares has spun at the back of the field, and now Jimi Hendrix is not last anymore. The rules are rules, you know. The game is dumb, but
same for everyone.
Yeah.
The rules are rules, and the game is dumb.
These are F1 2020 words to live by.
Absolutely fucking biblical. That's all I can say.
Jeliot or Elliot has almost time bomb Jedi. That was very close.
Little tap there.
Embassy is going for the lead. They're DRSing each other, yeah, and they have pulled away crucially by 1.5 seconds over Numinami. Elliot.
The end result.
And here comes Stanley.
Elliot. He wants a piece of the cake as well.
And he does.
He definitely does.
Okay, here's a question. Is Outer Rim just that slower compared to the soft runners, or is he holding up the rest of the grid slightly?
You're right, that is actually a fantastic question, because I have no doubt that he's holding up the rest of the grid.
But not on purpose, he's just slow.
Okay.
No, you know what, he could be doing that on purpose, because he knows that DC and Bird are fast, and he does know that.
So Meester's got a penalty.
He has.
Ooh.
Means that is vital in these 50%ers, and we're only a fifth of the way through as well. 100%ers, sorry, yeah.
And Mister has done it on the Wellington Straight.
Again.
He's passed Embassy.
Both drivers
Wide.
are
Completely off the track.
Yeah. Can Volendrog pull off a
Good
double
from
move here?
Volendrog.
He may be able
As
to
I
pull off
say
a
that.
double move here.
Double move.
And he does it
Oh, he's made it work.
cleanly.
Nicely done. Ooh, Jedi bumps his teammate for saying no.
in the same leagues, fucking
Oh.
each other over.
Oh,
Talking about a stop.
the
Iceman
train.
and Otterim.
Yeah, the train has deformed. Iceman has taken the lead of this train.
Iceman's
now the locomotive.
what Outer Rim has done there, he's passed the baton to Iceman and went, do me a good one, yo.
Volendrog has spun.
Flip.
Volendrog has spun in left field.
No, Volendrog.
Yeah, he's got all his wings still, but that is a lot of time obviously lost. That's about
Yeah.
10 seconds.
From P12 back down to P16, and he looks to be out of the points for now. He should have Brisen here. Brisen is struggling on those slightly damaged front wing, I would think.
Yeah, to be fair, Jimmy is very out of position and should get this move done.
Ooh, very close.
Beautiful. What a battle.
Yes. So it all
can
depends
be
on
very-
whether. Oh, he's making the move. This DC down the inside of turn 16. They're making contact, and Outer Rim cuts the inside of the corner, and T. Birdington is right on the inside of Outer Rim into the final corner, and then all of a sudden, this train has completely been destroyed.
To be fair, he did make contact with Outer Rim, which did force him to cut the corner. So
He did. Yes,
I'd say it was a tale of two sides there with
50-50.
the contacts. Yeah,
that is the definition of a racing incident.
indeed. Yeah, and now Bird is on the rear of Outer Rim, and they're all having a go. They're all having a go. And by the way, if you realise that Iceman hasn't actually pulled away, this is what I said.
He's
They're both
slowed down. He's lost a second to Reifler. He's just slowed down to give Otterim the DRS.
And Elliot
No way.
has passed
Yeah,
KLM
he must have.
into P9.
Yeah, I think that was probably a tactical decision. Elliot is faster than KLM generally. So
Same thing with.
I wouldn't-
Yeah. Iceman's done a 1 second slower first sector than he has done the last 15 laps.
yeah, indeed.
He's slowed down a second to give Otterim the DRS to keep him ahead. The
Wow.
teamwork we are seeing here, boys.
Oh, mate, I'm seeing some
Oh, his
patterns.
one test done. No, they are literally going side by side coming out of Chapel. And Outer Rim is not using his overtake. Is he that confident?
I think he is. I'll tell you what, the ERS guys really want Outer Rim. They really want him. He's managing to hold it off though.
It's a good at all. That's
Otterim blocks the inside.
that's a
Oh,
reaction.
that was a sketchy move.
Yeah,
that was a
that's-
very sketchy move by Outer Rim. It was so late. It was Grosjean-esque almost. But it's okay.
Oh,
'cause
Team Burrington wanted to go for the inside, and he just.
Bird's going to get him out of club anyway.
And KIM just
He's
pushed
already
Stanley off the track coming out of turn 17. It's all heating up here between the two leagues.
They're getting
DC goes-
desperate. 17 laps in.
Yeah, DC's on the inside of Matt here. Or Outer Rim, sorry.
As Embassy
It's fine.
repasses Meester for the lead.
Yeah, them two are just switching constantly.
They're gaining a lot of time, though.
I'll tell you what, DC is going to... Outer Rim has burnt a lot of VRS fighting Bird, and it might help DC in the fight for 7th. Outer Rim around the outside, maybe?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Good view from DC here.
He's forced to move. DC goes wide.
Can you go around the outside? Ooh, bit of touching. Bit of wheel clanging. Oh,
Close.
DC with a better exit. They're
Squeaky
losing the
bump
DRS though.
Oh no.
Outer Rim's going to throw it on the outside. This is an incident waiting to happen.
Oh no.
Oh, they've managed to work it out.
Outer Rim, what a move. That was fucking fantastic.
And DC complying with it and not saying, this is my line, I'm on the inside, you go off.
And Outer Rim's going to keep the DRS for this one. But yeah,
Gives
let's,
Elliot DRS.
he has less ERS, and DC is going to get the position back very easily here.
And he does. But he's wide.
Oh,
Oh, Matt sends it, doesn't he?
yeah, the deeps. But DC also goes deep.
You know what? DC's doing a good job here, actually, slowing Outer Rim down for Bird to just pull off. Yeah, Iceman was sitting on a lot of time, wasn't he? He was just helping Outer Rim pull away, but as I say, the Outer Rim's going along the outside again on DC. He wants to get this position.
They've gone side by side for more than a lap now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared for both of them, but Outer Rim's going to claim that position.
And Elliott is within DRS of these two after the constant battle.
And that's great. Yeah. You know what? 1 minute this works out for DC, the next it works out for Outer Rim. It's brilliant to see.
Here they go.
Again.
Jedi and Sherd's making their way up as well.
Oh, DC with the move again. This is close.
He was on the grass, wasn't he?
Outer Rim, an exceptional exit though. He's going to go around the outside again. It didn't work last time. What makes you think it can work again?
What?
Oh!
Yep.
Touch.
DC does what DC is allowed to do there.
Yeah, that was a... as I said, it didn't work the first time. I don't know why he's tried it again. It doesn't work around the outside.
They don't. Thank fuck.
Same one.
Both going to mediums.
So they've literally done the middle one. So 26 laps on the softs, 26 laps on the mediums.
Yeah. Can put the undercut on them.
And Elliott is around the outside of DC. DC has not a lot of overtake left after this fight with Outer Rim, so it's an easy move for Elliott to go up into P4 currently. Gonna come out in massive traffic, I think he is. And why are people disconnecting left, right and center? Genji has disconnected, Shears has disconnected, and Jedi gets and Boneless Cheese now
is absolutely... Oh, I'm getting... Oh, the host, Lance has died. No!
Oh, Steam is done. Steam is done. Well, we are in the
that
middle
is never good.
of the race, and Steam has effed up.
Hold on a second.
Are we gonna do this all again then?
Can we not just save the order and do a 50%?
That wouldn't make sense.
Because we're basically halfway.
Yeah, but because people are on mediums, people are on softs, there are gaps in between people.
1 week later.
The formation lap is about to get on the way, and it's time to look at the tires. Top 10 obviously starting on the soft tires they qualified on, and then the RLC guys have chosen to start on hards. 7 of them, that is. So they know either DC or Finsick may just hold them up. So they have chosen probably not to go with the medium tires if DC and Finsick does choose to slow down slightly and hold them up. And on the hards, it's a good chance they will be ahead of those soft runners when they make their first pit stop. It's Mr. on pole. His teammate Embassy in third. Once again, they are the lead drivers all by RLC. But look at the train of cars from ERS, Genji in between Mr. Embassy, and then from 4s to 12s, it's a train of 9 drivers from ERS to compete for the minor points. And then Kingluck starting on the hards. He's probably going to let Jimi Hendrix on the mediums go initially at the start, so Jimi Hendrix will try to push into the top 10. But then all of these hard runners at the back of the field, what kind of pace can they have? Can they play in the role of blocking, as we have a yellow flag before the start of the race? It is 5 lights are on. We have a slight delay as per usual, but they are out and away we go in France. It's a brilliant start from Genji. Actually, no, it's not. It's a brilliant start from Misa Begopadek, almost going 4 wide into turn 1. Someone is sending it down the inside. That's Numi Nami. How many positions has he gained already? He's up from P5 to P3, and once again a shock of a start from Genji, who drops from P2 to P5, and look at this train of purple cars that are from P3 to P12. But a perfect start for RLC as well, because Mista now has the lead. He's already pulled away by over a second after they go 3 wide into turn 1 behind him. And Embassy now holds P2 ahead of Numi Nami, who's had an electrifying start, and now Genji is dropping down positions again. He's being challenged by Stanley, and down the inside goes Stanley. They make slight contact actually into the braking zone at the end of the straight, and now They're fighting it out between Ruff and Finksy, going side by side, and Ruff almost lost it on the soft tires. So a shocking start from the Canadian. He's down from P9 to P12. And now he has Jimi Hendrix, the medium runner from RLC, the only medium starter from RLC, I must add, right behind him, trying to challenge into the top 10.
We have a small thing here. It looks like Shares is AI for me.
And Ruff has lost it. There was contact between DC and Brisson as well, and now DC is letting Finksy through. And Shares is indeed AI, so something has happened to the Dutchman, and now T. Burlington is sending it. The AI doesn't get out of the way usually, but Brisson can use his overtake to try to pass Shares, so something has happened to Shares. And now there's a fight for P4. That's actually Boneless Cheese letting both Stanley and Genji through before turn 1. So again, a lot of gamesmanship getting played here in the early stage of the race for the pair of them, as Finksy now is going to try to go around the outside of Shares AI. And Shares' AI breaks earlier. So DC is going to try to go around the outside here, but he has to back out of it, because you don't want to really mount that inside curb. It's very high, it's very tall. But now they're going to try to go side by side through turn 10. With an AI, it should be fine, because the AI tends to not really do anything erratical, especially in the high-speed corner. They can be very radical into the braking zones. So,
and this AI is now holding up the first medium runner of RLC really bad.
And now Shares has well, deployed all of his overtake, because he's almost out of it. Oh, contact between the AI and Jimi Hendrix, and the AI is trying to hang around the outside, which means he's going to drop down further positions to Kinglux and Kreis. And now Iceman is going to try to go around the outside of Shares. Actually, Shares' AI has dived Kreis into turn 3. That's not very good. And he's pushed Kreis out of the way through turn. They're still going side by side here. Into turn 7, has Kreis had to take a warning in the fight with an AI, because here comes Iceman. He's going to try to slip down the inside of 2 people here and try to do a double move on the back straight, and look at all of them trying to eat up Shares' AI. And pushed out wide is Outer Rim, because the AI just doesn't leave space during low speed corners. And here comes KLM and Solar Flags, and all of this meant Ruff is now right alongside Elliot, and Elliot is trying to push him to the edge of the track. So turn 10, Ruff still gets to the inside and makes the move stick. So back up into P19 is Ruff after his initial speed, and now Shares' AI is parking it in the middle of the corner. And this has been quite unfortunate for the RLC guys, because I have no idea where Shares is, and his AI is very slow through the corners. As Ruff dives down the inside of Solar Flag and takes P18. So he is on a great recovery trail, and now Embassy is within 1 second of the Mister and outside. Well, he has pulled away by over a second on Numinami. So this is once again just like what we saw in Silverstone. The difference is Numinami this time is on the same compound tires. And now Shares' AI is still defending from KLM, and KLM pushes him wide. And now Ruff has to deal with this very, very annoying AI. And now Ruff is trying to deploy all of his overtake. He's down to 9%, and he dives down the inside of Shares' AI, and he almost spins the AI around. And now Solar Flag goes to the dive, and they make contact. But through all of that, the AI is about to drop down to P last and be out of the way of everybody.
That would be the best for now.
And now Elliot has to use a lot of overtakes against the AI, because the AI tends to use all of the overtake on the first 3 to 4 laps. So down the inside goes Elliot onto Solar Flag. Solar Flag is definitely one of the slower drivers in the RLC, so it makes sense for him to let Elliot go. Second of the leaders, and they're going side by side through turn 2. That's never going to work. KLM spins out. I think he's got contact with Ruff, but you never should have gone side by side through turn 2. Numinami is letting Stanley go. He's pulled to the furthest left of possible on the track. And now Stanley elevates himself up into P3. Now he needs to catch up to a 1.8 second gap to Embassy, and he only has 12% of overtake to use as well. I think Jimi Hendrix is trying not to push, to drag the rest of the hard runners. I think is the play here. because both Kinglux, Iceman, Kreis, they are all still just behind Jimi Hendrix. And I'm pretty sure Jimi Hendrix is one of the faster drivers for RLC, so on the medium tires, he definitely could have stretched away, but he's playing the team game here. Even if you are a regularly quite decent driver, as there's some lag on my screen, it just gets very dark all of a sudden after the lag. So even if it's not going to rain, it looks like the temperature is going to drop slightly, which will help tire wear. Maybe try to use that a little bit, because both Boneless and T-Buddy don't know. Brisson, what are you doing? He's letting both of the medium runners go. Yeah. And now there's fight. There's side by side, and Ruff and Elliott makes contact. Ruff goes really wide. They're going to try to use a lot of overtake, but so is Elliott. This is hard fighting with soft. So I think Elliott just passed Ruff on the back straight, and the softs are definitely wearing out, which can explain why Brisson let both Finsick and DC go. A moment. I think he is. Both of them does have DRS. They're going side by side here. This doesn't look decisive.
Yeah,
DC
Finsick
does
lifted there.
Okay, yeah, DC does get to the inside, and Finsick let him go. They're gonna try to be within a second of the group up ahead. Someone is pitting. That's Numinami.
Yeah, Genji and Stanley. Oh,
That's
it's
Numi.
Genji
Yeah,
and Numi. Yep.
Yeah. So the first round of pit stops have already happened. And what tires are gonna put on? I would assume it will be mediums. It is mediums for Numi, but it's being held up by Genji. That didn't work out at all. He's had to wait a little bit as Genji enters his pit box. And yes, they are behind all of these hard runners. This is now going to be a crucial phase as Numinami just cuts through the pit exit rather there. But he is 4 seconds behind the closest hard runner, by the name of Elliott. It all depends on how fast he can catch up and how fast he can clear these guys, as DC now passes T. Burlington on the back straight for P5 on track. But once again, medium runners finding the pace now against the old soft runners. As Boneless lets DC go on the the other back straight after the DRS straight. And now Genji passes Shears, so Shears has let Genji pass as well. It's because Shears hasn't stopped on the soft tires. So this straight, oh my goodness, T. Burlington, what a save. But Brisson is now officially outside the DRS window, and now T. Burlington is going to let Finsick go here. Finsick is using his overtake and passing T. Burlington on the start finish straight. So the medium runners are now moving up places and finding better pace compared to the old soft runners. The man to watch out for here is Numinami. Has it started raining? It has started raining!
It did, yep.
So this is shocking news for Numinami and Genji, and that's why all of the old soft runners are stretching out this stint here. 3 of them, 4, 5 of them! Finsick left the session! So I hope these guys and Iceman gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. It's time for intermediates. Can you believe Boneless has Steam striked again? Has Steam striked again?
I don't know.
3 people, 4 have left.
Really?
So note to yourself:
This
never
is
hold.
Timing.
Yet never hold a league race on Friday night. Alright? Never hold a league race.
Exactly the same timing as last week.
Yet never hold a league race on Friday night. Note to all the people that want to hold a league, host a league, participate in a league on Friday night. Never do it. Don't do it Friday night. Misa is now left the session.
Yeah, so they cannot even join back into the lobby, so it's gonna be over. I'm gonna say goodbye to the stream then, I guess.
Choose a different time next time.
Yeah, so guys, what happened is exactly the same as last week on the same timing. So the Steam went down for some weird reason. I would say this game is rigged. They don't want us to win or something, or they don't want RLC to win. But yes, it is going to be over again, like last week. I'm sorry for that, guys. freaking technical issues, co-damagers. I don't know. Everyone, thanks for watching for now.